When did you have no choice but to escape from your family? I used to think silence meant peace. Our house was always quiet. Not peaceful, just still. The kind of quiet where footsteps made you flinch, and everyone tiptoed around each other like something might snap. My parents believed in discipline, but not the kind you read about in books. My dad didn't yell. He just looked at you, and that was enough. My mom followed his lead. She never raised her voice, only her eyebrows. I'm the oldest of 4. That meant I got to learn the rules first, usually the hard way. Rules like don't question bedtime, don't interrupt dad, and never ever let anyone outside the family know when something's wrong. I was 15 when I realized no one else's house worked like ours. I stayed over at my friend Lucas's place one weekend. His parents teased each other. They let the dog sleep on the couch. They asked me how school was and then actually listened. That night, when Lucas spilled orange soda on the rug, his mom laughed. I stared like she'd just told a joke in church. When I got home, my dad asked what I'd learned from spending time with people who have no discipline. I said nothing, but something in me had already shifted. By senior year, I started pushing back. Little things. Staying at school longer, locking my door, saying no when asked to do something unreasonable. That's when the real tension started. Dad would remind me over and over, "You're under my roof. That means my rules." Mom just watched, always watched. I got accepted to a college 3 states away, full scholarship. I told my parents over dinner. My dad didn't flinch, just cut into his meatloaf and said, "We'll talk about that when the time comes." My mom cleared the plates before I could respond. The time never came. A week before I was supposed to leave, I came home to find my acceptance letter torn in half on the kitchen table. My suitcase, packed and hidden under my bed, was dumped out, clothes scattered. They weren't going to let me go. That night, I waited until they were asleep. I grabbed my backpack, took my ID and debit card, and walked 3 miles to the Greyhound station. My friend Lucas had already Venmo'd me enough for a ticket. I didn't even say goodbye to my siblings. I still feel guilty about that. The next 2 years were chaos. I slept in dorm lounges, worked at a sandwich shop off campus, and lived off ramen. I blocked my parents, changed my number, but I couldn't stop thinking about my siblings, especially Sam. He was only 10 when I left. Then one night, I got a message on an old email I hadn't checked in months. Subject line, "I found you." It was from Sam. He was 16 now. Said he found my name in a community college brochure. Said he was thinking of leaving too. I told him everything. How hard it was. How worth it was. 3 months later, he showed up at the campus library with a backpack and the same tired eyes I used to see in the mirror. We found a tiny apartment. He got a part-time job. We shared a bedroom and took turns buying groceries. It wasn't perfect, but it was ours. A year after that, our youngest sister, Lily, messaged me too. Said she'd been talking to the school counselor in secret. Said she was done walking on eggshells. We're all out now, all 4 of us.